Persephone. Persephone's story is a bit more dark than Hebe's. Persephone is a goddess of fertility, agriculture, and vegetation, the daughter of Zeus and Demeter, and the wife of Hades, making her the queen of the underworld. She has many symbols, including her torch, pomegranate and pomegranate seeds, and even the horn of plenty. This is where her myth begins. Hades, ruler of the underworld, decided that he and Persephone were meant to be, and so he devised a plan to kidnap her. Persephone was gathering flowers with her maidens when she left the group, noticing a glorious, fragrant flower blooming. Some say the flower was Narcissus. As she went to pick the flower, the ground opened under her, causing her to fall into Hades' four-horse chariot. He took her, racing away to the underworld for her to be his wife and queen. When Demeter found out, she was a bit more than displeased. She was so upset that her duties were put aside, causing a famine among the people as crops died and trees lost their fruit. Zeus sent Hermes down to retrieve the goddess, even though it is speculated he approved of the kidnapping in the first place. Hermes returned with her to her mother, but not without a price. Hades had given and/or tricked Persephone into taking pomegranate seeds, 6 of them to be exact. These seeds trapped Persephone in the underworld for 6 months. Demeter was hysterical, not wanting to lose her daughter again. Zeus came up with an idea, seeing this to be the only way to make both parties happy. Persephone would spend 6 months with Hades as queen of the underworld, and the other 6 months with her mother. They all agreed to this arrangement, officially making Persephone Hades' bride. What is it? This myth is to explain the seasons. When Persephone would go to the underworld, Demeter would fall into despair, causing crops to die and for the world to fall cold. Fall and winter. But when Persephone came back up, crops would thrive off Demeter's joy and love, blooming and thriving and growing large and beautiful again. Spring and summer. But even though Persephone was stuck in the underworld, she made the most of it by becoming an even better ruler than Hades, and showing everyone she was not to be taken lightly. She gave people chances, like Orpheus and Eurydice. But she also punished those, like Persephone, who decided he would try and steal the goddess with Theseus. The plan backfired, and he was punished to sit in Hades forevermore. Persephone will also fight for her lovers. Take Adonis, for example. Persephone and Aphrodite once fell in love with him. Since neither goddess could decide who deserved him more, Zeus divided his time between the two goddesses. He would spend a month up with Aphrodite on the surface world, and then a month down with Persephone in the underworld. Adonis decided that he loved Aphrodite more, and refused to go to see Persephone when the time came. The hurt and infuriated Persephone sent a wild boar to kill Adonis. He died in Aphrodite's arms, and was turned into the anemone flower. Another time was with her and the nymph Minth. While she normally would have no issues with Hades' infidelity, she made an exception for Minth, who might have been Hades' mistress before Persephone. Minth would always claim that she was more beautiful than Persephone, and would win Hades back from her. Persephone immediately put an end to her blabbering, and turned her into a mint plant.